Hey Sagittarius, or cross watchers. Hey friends, welcome back to Owlets Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning, thank you. Anything you need to know about this channel is down in the description box below, along with the information for how to contact me about private readings, which are currently open. I'm going to say probably until like mid-July, but we'll see. Anyway, Sagittarius, during your premeditation, during your shuffle, I feel like you've had to be how do I want to say this? You've had to be harsh. You've had to be firm. You've had to all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. Okay, so yeah, you've had to put in a lot of work to get where you are, but I feel like now is the time to enjoy some of the fruits of your labors, to loosen some of the tightly woven, meticulously placed I don't know what I'm trying to say, other than it feels like the universe is telling you that it's okay now for you to loosen up, for you to enjoy, for you to see what's next, you know? Let's get the cards flipped over. I swear to God, my memory, my mind lately, I don't even know if I said who this was for. It's Sagittarius. I don't know if I said which month. It's July. General collective for July. But the messages are timeless. So if you click on this reading in 3 months and it resonates, then, you know, that's exactly when you were meant to hear it. These messages can't resonate with everyone, but they can definitely resonate with more people if you set your intentions to make the messages timeless. You know, time's a funny thing. It's not something that's linear. All right, let's get your cards flipped over, Sag, and see what's going on. I'm done babbling. As I've often said, half the time, I don't even know what the hell I've said. What's really funny is I've spoken to other tarot readers, and many of them experience the same thing. Like, it's almost like as the words are leaving my mouth, they're gone. And, you know, ask me to explain what the hell a reading was about at the end of the reading or 5 minutes after the end of the reading. You've got a better chance of climbing Everest with no training, you know. Anyways, your first card out, beautiful. We've got the Ace of Cups. In this deck, it's titled Going with the Flow. I'm using the Osho Zen Tarot this month, or at least for the fire signs. We'll see. Going with the flow. Huh, okay. Your second card, we've got the Four of Pens. In this deck, called the Miser. Perfect. On top of all the humidity we've been dealing with, now it's starting to rain. Yes, my body is like riddled with arthritis and many other issues. Rain, moisture, me, we don't really get along. All right. So we've got going with the flow and then into the Four of Pens. I'm sorry, we've got the Ace of Cups into the Four of Pens. Going with the flow. The Miser. Then we've got Page of Fire, Page of Wands. In this deck, playfulness. So let's just hit this top row first. Then you've got, just so you know, you've got the Six of Wands, Courage, which in this deck is the Strength card. I'm sorry, did I say that right? It's the Strength card. In this deck it's called Courage. And then we end on the Devil card, which in this deck is called Conditioning. No, I won't flip those over yet. All right. So we're going to start out. These cards are impossible to pick up. Going with the flow. You're being given permission by Spirit, by the universe, by your higher self, by whatever you believe. Give yourself permission to go with the flow. In moments of hardship, remember that going with the flow eases that hardship. It's almost like, you know, a natural painkiller in a way, so to speak. It's almost like riding the waves, you know? The water might be choppy as fuck and it's not a pleasant journey, and the waves might represent trauma for you, they might represent bad memories, they might represent panic, they might represent the mind in some way. But if you're not going with the flow, you know, like picture a boat, you know, turn sideways against those waves, it won't be long before you're capsized. Followed by the Four of Pens. You're being reminded to not hold on to things too tightly. You've worked too hard for the things that you have, and you don't want to get stuck in a, I'm hearing materialistic mindset, but that's not, it's almost like you don't ever want to be in the position that you were in before. But that doesn't mean that you want to hang on to everything and hold on to everything and treat the material as if it's precious, because at the end of the day it's material. Like, when it comes to material, it doesn't matter as much. Nothing really matters. Love is all we need. I don't know where that came from. I think that's a song. Is that a Madonna song? I think it is. I don't know any Madonna song. Don't come for me. Then we've got playfulness. So it's beautiful that the energy of, you know, hanging on to things too tightly, being scared to let go, being scared to go with the flow. You know what the card is. I'm done trying to pick these fuckers up. It's going to be so much easier for you to go with the flow if you're not hanging on to all of this, if you're not hanging on to too much. You'll realize how much easier it is to dance and play and have fun when you're not carrying around a ton of shit that it's time to set down. It doesn't have ownership over you. You have ownership over it. You will have success. You will, the Six of, what is this? Six of Wands, or Six of Fire, is often a card about public recognition and being seen and heard, and having your accomplishments, your victories acknowledged. And for some of you, I do sense that. But I think the more important message is it's not about what others see. This is your life. And celebrate your own victories. Be proud of yourself. Don't rely on anyone else to make you feel validated, justified, vindicated, appreciated. You can do all those things yourself if you just have the courage to treat yourself the way that you treat others. And what I mean by that is you give others second chances. You forgive others when they apologize. You accept the humanity in others. As humans, you know, we're fallible. We're not perfect, you know. And ending on conditioning. This to me really ties in to the miser energy, the Four of Pence energy. I feel like you so badly needed to change your life, needed to get ahead, needed to whatever it is for you, fill in the blank for you. And it took a lot of blood, sweat, tears, hard work, risks to get there, right? And it's almost like now that you're there, you're afraid of letting go of anything for fear of not getting it back. And that's simply not true. All your needs will be met. Let the lesson be, you know, you started from the bottom, now you're here. Don't forget your power. Don't forget who's in charge, Sag. I have a lot of Sagittarius friends. They're very strong people. Very strong people. I am in constant awe of their strength. But several of my Sagittarius friends definitely don't see their own strength or have as much faith in it as they should. I didn't see what the crowning energy and then the underscoring energy. We've got crowning the reed, the death card, which in this deck is called transformation, because all deaths are just that, transformations from, you know, the ending of one thing to the start of another, the ending of one chapter, the beginning of another, the release of something so that there's adequate room in your life for something new, something that's going to help you evolve, something that's going to help you move forward. And underscoring the read. What's in your subconscious, what you're not seeing? I mean, hello, 10 of Pentacles. You've made it. With the connection of, I feel like, you know, you did it yourself. But you're starting to see that you're feeling more strongly connected to others. And that's very important, because even though in the past you might have had to have done everything on your own, in the future, Spirit's saying you don't have to. And you've already proven to yourself that you're more than strong enough to do it on your own, because you have. Whatever that is. Oh, and the 10 of Pentacles in this deck is called We Are the World. We are the world. There's been a lot of songs in this reading. Spirit's got it turned to a radio station that I'm unfamiliar with. Alright, I picked you guys a Moonology card. Step out of your comfort zone. I mean, how perfectly does that fit into what we've been talking about? Also, you know, with this breaking away from this conditioning, the ending of something, granting you the space for something else, takes courage. Going with the flow takes courage. Releasing what you've worked so hard for, so it feels so precious, involves courage. I do want to say with this 10 of Pentacles that this is a reminder that you did complete this cycle. Okay? So that's why I was definitely getting those messages in your pre-shuffle. What were the messages I was getting in your pre-shuffle? See, I told you, it leaves me this fast. Oh, to kind of just, you know, you don't have to be as tightly wound as you had to be in order to survive and thrive and advance and move forward. For some of you, it was about getting out of a toxic situation where there could have been codependence, could have been alcohol, or I mean abuse, addiction. Anyway, step out of your comfort zone. It's represented by North Node. I would encourage you, if you aren't familiar with all your placements to find out what your North Node is in. 2 oracle cards wanted to come out, and we have the golden poppy and the samphire. And look at their meanings. Is my finger over them? Dream, adventure. Yeah, this is beautiful. Dream big. Go hard or go home. Adventure awaits. It's deserved. It's due. You are due. Okay? The universe is telling you, you know, it's time. Get out there and play. Get out there and celebrate. Celebrate your own victories. Recognize that you've reached completion in terms of a particular cycle. And have the courage to, oh, sorry, wrong card. And have the courage to break away from any ties that have you bound to old ways of thinking, or that have you bound to the life that you got away from. And you know, often when you're in a toxic situation, that the very toxicity that you're living in begins to almost be a form of conditioning you into thinking that you cannot succeed, that you can't dream, that if you step out of your comfort zone to have a little adventure, that, you know, that you're going to lose what you've gained. And remember, this is about going with the flow this month, or whenever you come across this. All right, dear friends, I hope this reading helped somebody. I hope it resonated. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Or don't, you know, like, quite frankly, just really quick, like, I gotta say this, YouTube is pissing me the fuck off because they keep taking my likes away. I don't know if this is happening to any other creators. So if you have a channel, especially a smaller channel, obviously because it's more noticeable on a smaller channel, just let me know if it's been happening to you, or any funky things have been happening in your comment section. It's just weird. It's not like a couple likes will disappear, where, you know, I could easily think, well, it's just somebody who liked the video and then heard something in it and they disliked it. No, it's like waking up and seeing like 15 likes or something on a video, just happening to notice it. And then as I was uploading, who was it? I don't know who it was. It's unimportant. I noticed that the video that had 15 likes, mere hours later, had 2. Like, how does that happen? And it's happened so many times. So, I don't know. YouTube's pissing me off too, just with the whole fact that, you know, they can monetize my channel. Like, you know, some of my videos have ads before them. It's annoying, you know? It's annoying. It's YouTube bending the little guys over and not using any Vaseline. I don't mean to be crude, but that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's really annoying. Especially because, you know, I didn't even plan on, once I reach that threshold, monetizing the channel. So it's just annoying, you know, putting in a lot of work to have YouTube be the one to make money off your videos. And you've got to also work up against the algorithm, which just at its core is just so annoying. Anyway, we're going to end, my friends, with 2 soul cards. This is the one that came out on the top of the deck. Beautiful image. I was like, what's those pearls? It's my goddamn bracelet. And the card at the bottom of the deck. And these 2 oracle cards, you know, they came out, 2 came out, so I put one on top of the other. And it's just funny because if you look at the one on top, dream, always dream big, never lose your sense of wonder. And take great care of your inner child. Your inner child wants to play. Your inner child longs for some adventure. And once your inner child is having a temper tantrum, you're not going with the flow. All right. I hope this reading resonated with you guys. I love you all for watching. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me. It means the world. All of you mean the world to me. I'm sending you much love, much light. Take great care of yourselves, first and foremost, always, so that you have the energy and the strength to take care of those around you. And I will see you back here soon, my friends. Take care. Bye.